Let me show you a few other aspects of the model. You've seen the two parameter worksheets. This third worksheet here is called Output Yearly. It's the yearly output from the model. And so these are the data that go into forming the graphs that I was just showing you. So if you look here through time, you can see things like the total net primary productivity, the NPP for foliage versus roots versus wood, the nitrogen uptake, lots of soil variables in this worksheet, total carbon and nitrogen in the plant. There's many, many variables here. Anything you could imagine. Here are the soil pools. The various soil layers are specified here. If you move a little farther, you'll see nitrification rates and mineralization rates and leaching, anything that you might want to know about how the forest is functioning. The other thing that I would like to show you, if I can see it, here we go. Here's the graphs that we were just looking at. And then next to that is another graphs tab for species transitions like the one we just discussed. So if you're interested in invasion as you run your scenarios, this tab will be useful. You may want to arrange a time to chat with me so I can explain how to use it. But what you can see here when you look, for example, at the nitrate leaching graph is in the solid color the leaching from a baseline condition, the stand that was not disturbed by the emerald ash borer, that remained dominated by ash. And then in the dashed line, these are the data predicted by the model for a stand that is invaded by emerald ash borer. Ash disappears and maple dominates, and there's a period of nitrate leaching predicted associated with that. So you can do comparisons between a baseline condition and a disturbance. If you are interested in seeing definitions of some of the parameters in the model, there is a tab at the far right-hand side where you can do that. I can't get to it right now because it's hidden under this button that says that Google is sharing my screen. But you can take a look at that if you are interested. So I'm going to come back to the parameter sheet and say that there are many different kinds of scenarios that you can run here. Changes in species composition, forest dominated by different species, different patterns of nitrogen deposition or disturbance or harvest. So feel free to run some test runs that answer the specific questions in the handout that you're looking through, or to make up your own questions, come up with your own hypotheses about ways that the forest might respond under certain kinds of conditions, and run those scenarios instead. I hope that this was helpful in getting you oriented a bit to the few things that you'll be wanting to change as you run the model. Please let me know if you have any questions and we can talk through it in more detail. Thanks.